Okay, I'm going to tell you today the 3 things that I really wish I would have known about before we were in full lockdown. Now, I know a lot of you over there in the U.S., you're feeling it and you're seeing a lot of things changing, closing, shutting down. It happens really fast. So what I'm going to tell you today are the 3 things real quickly that I wish I would have thought through or done before complete lockdown, because at that point it's too late. So hopefully the things that I could share with you might get your mind thinking and get you prepared. So let's go. Okay, before I get started, I know a lot of you have been stockpiling and getting all your food. Most of you are probably prepared and have your food now. If you do, look outside your family and look for those sweet old people that are around you. If you have an elderly neighbor, or you know someone that maybe doesn't have as much family around, or if you're just in the grocery store and you see sweet little old people trying to get their toilet paper, find out where they are and take them their stuff for them or help them out. They are precious and they are the most vulnerable right now than most of you. So keep that in mind. Okay, so tip number 1 is don't put things off. I've been surrounded by people for 2 to 3 weeks hearing constantly people saying, oh, let's see what happens. Oh, let's wait and see. Oh, let's talk on Friday. Let's decide then. Whenever I had a thought or thought of something I didn't think to go pick up, I went and did it, and I'm really glad on a lot of those things. Some of the things, first of all, think through in your mind when you're leaving on vacation or on a trip. What are the things on your checklist that you try to get done before you leave town? Those are the things you should be doing right now. So, for example, filling prescriptions, I will tell you right now, those lines will only get longer. They will. You don't want to go wait 2 to 3 hours to fill a prescription or find that things are gone. Contact lenses, I didn't think about it. I have 10 days left and I hate wearing my glasses, but I didn't think about it. I could have gone over there and gotten another month's supply real easy. It would have taken me 5 minutes, but I just wasn't thinking about it. And those things will definitely be closed. You won't be able to get that stuff when you're in full lockdown. Printer cartridges, I didn't think about this. So how many of you are like me? I wait until my ink is completely extended or it's gone. And you will need your printer and your cartridges paper too, because to leave the house in Italy, we have to have travel papers and documents every time we leave the house, every time you go to the store. And you cannot handwrite those things. So make sure you have that stuff. Okay, so tip number 2 is think about what are your comfort foods and comfort activities. So in this scenario, think about, okay, if you're going to go off to your cabin for 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to want things to do. Think about those things. Go to the hobby store, crafts, books, art supplies, puzzles, all of those kinds of things. But think also about your family's needs. If you have an autistic child, does that child need sticker books? Do they really need a puzzle? What kind of things do they need? If you have someone in your family that deals with anxiety, what things are comfort activities and comfort things that help them? Go get that kind of stuff, because those things will not be available later on, or you won't be able to go out, or you'll be in line for 3 hours to get it if you need something like that. So while you can, go get those kind of activities. Start a hobby. Go to the hobby store. If you have young children, get some fun craft kits and things like that to keep them busy. And you know what? If you don't live in the city, just thank your lucky stars that you have a yard or a big garage to clean out. We don't have those. It gets nerve-wracking being inside an apartment, inside the house with nowhere to run and go and play. So enjoy some of the things that you have. Okay, so the last tip that I have for you, number 3, is consider your work and your school resources and your situation. So I'm finding it's very different for each person and each family. Some people are feeling very lonely, isolated, and bored. For me, it's been the complete opposite, because my husband is not home. I still have 5 kids at home, and now we're getting flooded with all these appointments and times with lessons online, group chat lessons, and also the teachers are requesting, do you have access to a computer? Yeah, we've got a computer. I'm using it, and all 5 kids need to use it. It's kind of frustrating. So also my teenagers are finding with their group lessons, they're having a hard time using the phone, and they're saying, Mom, you know, if I just had a tablet, it would be a lot easier to follow the lesson and the discussion so I can write my notes and keep going. So think about that, and think about school supplies, because for us, we don't have a one-stop shop here like Walmart. We don't have access to any of that kind of stuff. The only thing we can get right now is food and medicine. That's it. So while you have the opportunity and while you can do that kind of stuff, while you're at Walmart, pick up the things that you can think of in your own personal situation that you might need for work or for school. The other thing is, this is the best time for home improvement. If you're home and you can't do work from home, take advantage. Go to a Home Depot, and I can guarantee Home Depot is going to be the first place to close because they don't have food. Go and get all the parts, the tools, the things that you need for all those fix-it projects you've been putting off for a long time. Go buy some paint. Find things to keep yourself busy. That is the most important thing. Find that new hobby, find an art project, start sewing, redoing the bathroom. Perfect time. But you don't have a lot of time to prepare for things like that, because once it happens, it's too late. And honestly, I could tell you, you need to keep your mind busy. I was going to film this yesterday, and I simply couldn't. I was so overwhelmed with so many mixed emotions, I couldn't do it. I was not having a good day yesterday. Today's much better. So what I suggest and highly recommend is just embrace it. Just look for the positive, look for the opportunities and experiences that are here with this situation, and take advantage of it. Embrace it. Things that you normally don't have time for. We all sat down today after church and we were journaling. Even on a normal day when we stay home on Sunday, we have people coming and going, or we do things. We don't just sit and quietly journal. So anyway, good luck to all of you. I hope that some of the things that I've shared might help you get thinking, to help you prepare, because you don't have a lot of time. Things happen very fast. So good luck to all of you, and ci vediamo presto.